Hello and welcome. I'm Erin and we're playing some more of Dragon Age the Veilguard. I actually don't remember where we left off, so I think we just finished like checking in on everyone after uh, we recruited Lucanus. So let's see what other quests we have available right now. Got a couple of story missions. Got a bunch of champions, which we're too baby to fight yet. And then we got stuff with Harding and the crows. Looks like. Might. Oh, I also don't know if you can hear the thunder in the background, but since it's hurricane season, it's been storming like non-stop almost for the past few weeks. Let's see. Maybe we could do Nev's thing, maybe? Or maybe, actually, might do smaller stuff. Let's start with crows and then I think Harding next. So we might also pick up some other quests while we're in Treviso. Oh yeah, and we gotta get some actual armor for Aster at some point, because they're still just gonna be running around in their casual clothes for now. Yeah, let's go through the crossroads. Oh, you might have heard some of the thunder. It'll just be a bit of extra ambiance. I'm also like all squished in at my desk because my dog is afraid of storms and rain in general, so she's like wrapped up in a blanket on my lap right now. Yeet. Don't touch my face. Oh no, I just realized my little VTuber. Aster, come back. Not VTuber, PingTuber. There they are. Yippee. I was like, this seems strange that I can see the bottom right corner of my screen. Hang on. Can I go up here?
The spirits are returning.
We're saving their home.
There's so many. Exactly. With Aster, hold on. We need to get Aster in here.
These roots may be unbound, dweller. Seek out what holds it closed.
Need to have like the. Oh man, was it a Spider-Man thing where he's like sitting at the desk and then there's a big picture of himself behind him? It's probably been done in multiple things, but that's the one I, if I'm remembering right, usually think of. Okay, stay on task.
An underwater prison? That's still pretty amazing.
Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem to winter.
I think think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a pit of misery now.
Right.
We found a codex about it. That it was Temple to Gillinane. Oh, it's our first time here. Outside of cutscenes, I mean. Just a second, guys. No, don't jump at Fletcher.
Have a look and keep my stores full.
Take my stuff. I probably should have saved that for the Shadow Dragons. It's fine. Oh, I can't get stuff yet. Wait, do they have... Oh, it has to be... What store is it? Or do I just pick it up somewhere else? I don't know. Do I get cosmetics? The Viago outfit. Be the little, or the mini V whenever I wear that. Here, let's buy him an upgrade. While we're here.
I'm always open.
Air!
Hello, Air. How goes the training?
It is good to see you back in the diamond. Your influence on Viago does not go unnoticed. He might not state it as frankly, but you know as well as I that crows are more aligned than they often appear to outsiders.
Oh
Still
no!
not open to training me?
There was never a need. In Viago's house, you received the best training available. That training augmented the innate talents you already possessed. I think those talents, more than anything, will serve you in your coming trials.
Aw. Also, I noticed this, I think that was the thunder was so loud that it activated my ping tuber, and I'm like, oh no!
Who are you currently training?
Fledglings. As you are well aware, they need to know both the means and meaning of assassination. It is difficult. A crow's response to a war is quite different than the response to a contract.
Don't have... Okay, yeah, not here yet. I was like, I gotta make sure I can chat to everyone. Oops. I wanna see. Crow diplomacy dating from the Fourth Blight. As guild influence grew, Grey Wardens were the first to recognize true Antivan leadership. Thereafter, treaties bore seals of queens, emperors, and crows. What's this? Yeah. Oh man, that thunder! Oh well. King's Draft. Action on behalf of Antiva. As 7th Talon, I give notice that the Antivan Crows have drawn a contract against the enemies of Treviso, the Yontam. It is not the Yontam. We weren't required to give His Majesty a point by point, but he's your blood, Viago. It is a courtesy to let him know we are going to war. The occupying Antam are strong, driven, fanatical. They cannot be reasoned with, because reason is just a weapon to be resisted. They can be killed, of course, but removing a leader does not remove their desire to lead. They are force we must contend with, but they are not Treviso's true enemy. A name, Viago. Contracts require a stabber and a stabbee. Taya, you know my doubts. The butcher took the city too easily, and there is dealing with the gods there that I dread to know. But I fear that the true enemy of Treviso is not known because they are known, merely unrevealed. The hand that leashed Treviso. Is that nebulous enough? Yes, that is a series of some ones we can eventually kill, but not something we can send to my father. On to draft 5 then. Neri, begin again. Viago de Riva, 5th Talon. Andrete Cantori, 7th Talon, transcribed by Neri de Fructus. So yeah, Viago is the bastard son of the king of Antiva, and then whenever the king has bastard children, they have the option of either be exiling themselves from Antiva or joining the Crows, and Viago was the only one that chose to join the Crows.
Occupied. The insult of it.
It's more than insulting.
It's salt in the wound. And that is my purview.
Oh, I didn't know that, but that makes sense. In chat with the... I like how you do sell all valuables, meanwhile I for some reason always go through every item one at a time. I even made a list of what each faction preferred items are that they give extra reputation points. Yeah, I actually didn't... That makes sense though, especially with like Origins gift systems, but it's not something I really thought too much about, obviously, I guess. What's this one? Next March, Crow diplomacy signed in blood from a period after influence was claimed but before responsibility was accepted. If nations march on elves, Antiva will not be silent. Never again. Okay, now let's actually talk to Taya.
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
You're a crow. And a de Riva. You're expected. Forgive Thea. You know how she gets when a contract is delayed.
You're apologizing for her? Strange days.
On that, we would agree, and perhaps more.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord Butcher Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. We all know assassination is not really about killing. It's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the Butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information? Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
Butcher Dathrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
We Crows are all the army Antiva has, but it's not like we can field a garrison. Outside support?
The king would say to call on us. The price for being patriots.
The gods care about taking Treviso?
The Butcher wants Treviso. The gods may just want the Antam.
But Antam distrusts magic and outright fear demons. They should be enemies.
Power can turn anyone against their own interests, their own people.
So we send a message from the Crows. What's our first step?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our Crow and help with his contract.
Help a fellow Crow. Then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, That death will tell everyone. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drowned district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost too much to this occupation.
You got it. I can't talk to him yet. I'm just peeking at everything again.
You're new as well.
Dimitri. Just Dimitri.
Hello. Just Dimitri?
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
Oh yeah, I was actually normal about not wandering off while being let through the city this time. There's a lot of stuff to collect. Oh, interesting. I'm used to coming in later and there's like more people hanging out in the training area. Grappling hook, a white liqueur with hints of elderflower and dark intent. Served with 3 coffee beans and a smile not shared by the eyes. Colorless, guileless, harmless. Now we have you. I like that there's a little window where you can still see sunlight out over here. It's a little natural light to play hexagonal chest. There we go. Viper's breath. Seemingly harmless on inspection, but lethal to those given its counterpart, possibly years earlier. It's said if a single drop could hit the canals, 100 contracts would come due. Ooh. That's pretty neat.
Hold on.
I wanted to look in the canal.
You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, Lucanus, but how did the Venatori stick you with spite?
They fed me something. Like he was a parasite in uncooked meat.
You know, I've spent lots of time around demons, but I've never heard of them being used that way.
Zara said she got the idea from some cult in Orlais. They used it on seekers who are immune to demons.
I need to look up the Seekers situation again.
The Antam ordered me out of my house. I don't have anywhere else to go.
The kitty on the table. What's up?
The butcher seems more reasonable than most Antam, but he still doesn't want any mages in the city.
Oh man. Guess I better go then. Where am I going? Okay. Is there any pick-upables here? Nope. Let me in! Come back to that. Someday, maybe.
A fine evening, is it not, my friends?
Enjoy it. Everyone in Treviso has a right to the streets. King, crow, or commoner.
Thank you.
Not even an army stops the Treviso market.
So many things you could buy. How do you choose?
Antivan Sprig. Child's practice blade with faded paint, the color of old blood. Singular, but also somehow common. Treasured by many an Antivan youth, but always lost when coming of age.
Fine decor for the finest homes.
Do you have Antivan stuff? Oh, I remember I got this for Aster. I think.
The
I'll
right
wait on the
finishing
memento.
touches make a home.
Or maybe I'll go ahead and get the memento, actually. I probably should have read that while I had it. Oops.
Welcome. Mariana and I run the best
No.
fruit stand in Treviso.
Little kitty.
I've got goods from all over.
Got so many things. Come back for those.
I love how different cultures make things in unique ways.
Flowers.
We have all sorts of medicines here for all sorts of people. You need anything for your comfort? You let Tia know.
Welcome.
Oh.
We've got all kinds of crystals here.
Good, good.
Magical and natural.
What do you mean, good God?
Every purchase lets Tia mix a week's worth of wither stock for the ladies who can't pay themselves.
Everything here has been charged under moonlight.
I'm not Antam. I'm Rithari. Healer. I'm help.
Come take a look if you like.
Welcome. Whether you're looking for functional
Another
blades
upgrade.
or authorized display replicas,
I guess he does
you're
have
in the
two.
right place.
What's this? Oh, it's a trinket. Hmm. Let's go with that. It's just an upgrade. I don't think he has any of the trinkets yet. Where's the... Hold on.
You've got a key.
Does he have...
eye.
No, he doesn't have it out yet. Wait, where's that one other armor?
Cafe later? Good night for it.
Left the Qun to get away from Antum assholes. Now they're here anyway. Yep.
Here he is. I think.
Welcome to the Dapper Duelist. While magic is outlawed under the Anthem, we have some excellent casting leather for display purposes.
Just this,
Looking
please.
for a gift?
Maybe later.
Thank you for your patronage.
Oh, I thought they were holding hands. Maybe they were and then got embarrassed by my staring.
Listen to your body. What does it say it needs? If your stomach bothers
No.
you, a little ginger will set you right.
Ginger. Okay. Oops, I ran into the street performer. Can I... Where is it? Did I buy it for someone else? Or was it just like the appearance? But I can't swap appearances here. Hang on. Hold on, Jacobus. Gotta go back so I can change my outfit. Oops. There we go. I forgot how to play for a minute. Help the Crow Scout. I'm helping. Gotta be fashion forward. There we go. At least I have the aesthetic, even if I don't have the actual armor yet. Oh, let's put up my new poster. Put on this wall. Yippee! Is anybody hanging out? Blara, Lucanus.
Normally, my advice on befriending abominations would be don't. In this case, just keep an eye on him.
I feel like there was a banter joke in Dragon Age 2 about Aveline having a big sign that says don't on it to smack people with.
Oh, Rook! Good to see you. Irilyn and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up. They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed and don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready.
Sounds good. I'll check on Harding anyway, even though she didn't have a thing. Oh, she's still clickable.
If you want a more comfortable space, I'm sure there's empty rooms we haven't found yet.
I'd rather be somewhere I can smell soil and plants. Familiar, you know?
I do.
Ugh. The courtyard's starting to get cleaned up.
I swear I see wisps in my dreams now.
Sir, hello?
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
I'm already like, oh no! I can't believe I unlocked Coffee with the Crow so fast. I haven't even unlocked Nev's thing yet. Well, I guess I had to do Nev's next quest. Because, in one of my other playthroughs, since she has a thing against the crows, she's bullied Lucanus enough where I'm never gonna get coffee with the crows in that playthrough. It's so sad, but oops. Let's just go there. Yippee! I have a cape now. Which is extra fun since it's fun having like River has really long hair, and so I'll just whip around so it just goes wham. It's very fun to play with the physics, I guess.
Nice weather.
So I like having the cape. Dimitri, please. Oh. What's this? No!
Over we go.
Hang on, my dog wants to go down. Okay. I guess it stopped raining? Question mark?
The Venatori were growing demons and people? That's what was happening in the ossuary?
Zara was trying to get certain types of demons. Some are harder to summon than others, I guess. They were waiting for Spite to break out of my body like I was a cocoon for a moth.
I mean, I'm glad he didn't, but why didn't he?
We made a deal.
I don't want to do that yet.
There. Strike
No! Don't strike me. Just let me take the stuff. Bye. Yep. Is it gonna let me leave or is it gonna... Okay. Oh no, wait, I saw something to pick up. Take me back.
Let's
Hi
go.
guys.
Crows love a good zip line.
I need to focus. I was like, ooh, I haven't gotten in that area yet. It still has the fog on it. Is it gonna run over? Not right now, but I just wanted to see him go there. It's fun. Nev doesn't do it whenever I try to do it there.
Even during an occupation, the market is still pretty busy.
I meant to pick up more spices. Another time.
Where I'll just stand in this swirly spot and then Nev didn't care, but Lucanus like freaked out for a minute when I tried it on him.
Everything here has been charged under moonlight.
Some of the finest duelists in Treviso wear my leathers.
I'll give you money. Oh, you don't need to hug me. Reminds me of Mickey. Oh hi, kitty. Mickey from Red Dead 2. Wait, oh that's over here. Wait, no it's not, it's down here. You can have some too. Puppy dog. Oh, the puppy dog wants the meat.
You want meat?
The puppy does.
Special cut over here. Good for roasting.
What you doing up there? Oh, he's telling a story.
If the butcher wants Treviso to thrive, he needs to let ships sail freely.
Whoop. Okay.
Father Van Damme stopped me on my way to work. Demanded to know who I was and where I was going.
What gives him the right?
Excuse me. Queuing on the rocks. A recent down-district staple, rum is matched with saltwater and presumably seasonal parvalent fruit, floated from a dreadnought hold while Antam were distracted by their own windy butcher. Ooh. That's for later.
There's the place. Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested.
He was my cousin!
Uh-oh.
Don't worry. Taya and Viago sent us.
You with Lucanus? Yes! Kill them! Kill the Antam!
Why does everyone get to meet Lucanus except me?
They killed Darren! They killed my cousin!
Oh. I need to remember how to play.
They're weak on the left. Got them!
Ow, my butt.
Stay in cover.
Whoops, I locked on.
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Dareth, my cousin. They... Please, you have to finish Dareth's contract. It's about the butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then... someone has to finish this for Dareth. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
We should see if Dareth had any information on him.
Dareth, your lead panned out. We've more shadow work for you. The contract is in the usual place across from oh my god. Taya and Viago. Just follow the marks.
That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Taya and Viago. Just follow the marks. The crow who dropped it off left marks for Dareth to follow.
I spotted something on the walls. Earlier, I mean.
Me too.
Let's go look.
The Antam invasion. When the Antam invaded the south, people were completely unprepared. Antiva and northern Ravane were overrun quickly, with the invaders pushing down through the Green Dales to the Minater River. Minater? I don't know. Leaving only the southernmost of the free marches spared. From there, the Antam pushed west, overpowering Tevinter magic with Gatlock cannons and brute strength, until the defenders finally held at Varantium. Navarro was spared, likely due to the Antam fears of necromancy and unwillingness to attack until Tevinter was conquered. But almost half of northern Thedas fell to Antam rule in just a few years. To those asking why the Antam waited centuries to attack in force, if they were this powerful, I would remind them that the Qun teaches that outsiders are to be converted and educated. Under Kunari control, the Antam have been fighting only Tevinter, and even then they followed rules governing how and when to attack. Gatlock cannons were not used on civilian targets, for example. When the Antam broke from the Qun, they threw off the restraints that held them back. It is also important to note that the Antam fought alone, with little in the way of supply lines and experts in food production. The craftspeople and strategic experts who would normally support them had not broken from the queue when the Yantam did. The invaders needed to attack to keep eating. When they encouraged resistance, that would have forced a siege, and the Yantam invasion stalled. The Kishaks, who wished only to conquer, now had to learn to rule the lands they would claim. Excerpt from Marlowe Kuhn, The Loss of Reason by Seer Rowan of Daresmud. Daresmud. Didn't expect that to be written by Seer Rowan. I can't believe Jacobus knows Lucanus. It's like, how did Rook de Riva keep missing him? No, wait a minute. How do I get, oh, duh. Wait, but then how do I, because there was that ladder. So must get in from the outside.
That's a crow marker. Real tricky to throw. That's gotta be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out.
I want to say that there's a codex that describes the proper way to throw it. I also assume non-crow rooks wouldn't have that input. Wait, where was that? Oh, there it is. Can I reach that from here? Oh, there's that. Hi again, Jacobus. Oh, treasure! Oh yeah, I gotta give him some trinkets. There we go. Pilar doesn't have one yet either. Oh, she doesn't have any to choose from, so. You. Ooh, revival charges. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go to revival. It's more, it's fine. Especially since I'll always have him in my party. Treasure? Oh. Too far. Let's see. So I bought a bunch of stuff for sure. Oh, the stagger goes down on all of these. I'll leave it for now. Oh. Nah, it's fine. I was gonna change his abilities. Wait, does he have... Oopsie, wrong button. No, it doesn't. Okay. Give me the heals. Okay, now we can go avenge Dareth.
So this is Treviso now. Have some hope. The crows haven't given up.
Oopsie. Oh, I thought I fell off the cliff. The crows haven't given up. Me runs off the cliff. Another one.
Another mark this way.
Every time I walk past this part, I'm just like, not now, Lucanus. Who's yelling? Oh, I broke the sound effects.
So I heard we're on a rotation for cooking?
Supposed to be, and used to be, but, well...
What is it?
Well, some of it's an acquired taste. So I tend to do most of the cooking, a lot of the time.
Since I had these two in my party the most, that was always a fun through line. Oh, I went too far. Or maybe not.
Here's another crow mark. This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere.
A contract for a crow. The Butcher of Treviso has employed a poisoner who manufactures comic. The recipient of this contract, Dareth, is charged with finding its comic master in the garrison and ending him. The recipient is also to deal with the traitor who's allowed Yantam into the city. Should this person become known, should the recipient fall, their next of kin may claim this contract.
The Butcher is making poison. Comic.
Comic? That stuff gives you nightmares. Chips at your mind.
If I were the Butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the Butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Antam brought in a comic master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further.
The way their cape got stuck on them for a minute. Oh. But I want the treasure. Treasure. Treasure? Treasure. Ooh. Normally I'd be using the fast travel a lot more, but I am enjoying getting to just like go through the city.
Watch.
Oh.
Boss, over here!
Take them out, quick.
Ah. Oh no. Okay, what kind of heals do these two have? Instant heal. Oop. Rejuvenation. What the instant? What do you combo with? Okay.
Yes, Laura. Yeah.
Yes, Valara.
Now's your chance.
Oop. Excuse me. Okay. I got distracted. Butcher's giving us speech. Wait. Let's go with this guy.
Take this shot.
I don't need it. Yeah. Yep. Why did you stand in front of me like I was gonna go ambush them? I only did that once before.
We're in. Let's find the comic master.
You just like known this person for 5 hours and need to stop them from doing this right now.
You got it.
But Ontown do not respect traitors. Crows fight us for Treviso, that is true. We respect the fight and the prize.
Heavy risk, but the prize? Kind of want to hear the rest of his speech, but I feel like it's gonna last a long time. Yeah, never mind, it started looping, so I think we heard most, if not all of it. Whoa, hello. Oop.
You cannot forbid the crows.
Oop, oop, oh, no. Hang on. Valara, help.
End this.
Nope.
End it now. Now's your chance.
Level up. Let's try to stay more on top of leveling up. What do I have for him? I'm not even gonna look at it. Oh wait, hang on. I did something wrong. In regards to Lucana standing in front of me when I was watching this speech, In chat, Lucanus is like, I just had the feeling that something you might do. Read me like a book. Oh man, he's right there. I wonder what would happen if I used a ranged attack. But also, I don't want to do that.
I can smell you, an outsider. Time to test my gift.
No, don't do that.
I am will-made flesh. So much flesh.
Gross. Oh.
Finally, the fight the Butcher denied has come to me. Prove my worth.
The crows are here to end your threat, poisoner.
Poison.
Ouch. Oh jeez, that was a big one.
You face the gift of the gods.
Oop. Ouch. Right in the face.
How is he even talking? He's completely blinded. We'll ask questions after it's dead.
Oh jeez, I thought it was gonna go in the... Okay, I see.
Watch out left.
We'll punch him. Ow. Timing. Uh-oh. Clara, help! Good thing I gave Lucanus a revival item.
Get clear. Keep at it. We can't let this thing out.
Rise, we brave.
Think we've just about got it.
How can you tell?
It's done. The comic master's dead.
Thank goodness. Hate those things.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here.
My cape.
Righto.
Oh.
That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening.
Lucanus has no business being as funny as he is. Oh, I love him. Journal page and shaky hand. The butcher rages. Someone has stolen the comic I made for him. I do not know who took it, nor is it my concern. I told him to have the human who betrayed this city investigate the matter. Oh? The butcher was not pleased. Locked me in here. Said I was changed. Let him find another comic master. I have fulfilled my role. The gods grant me another as a reaver of flesh.
Wait. This note says that wasn't all the comic. The butcher's angry because some went missing.
What? Who stole it?
No idea. But the note does mention the butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Taya and Viago need to know they were right.
A human. go in here? I can. Is that for me? A dagger for me? Nope. There we go. It's still so funny when you open the weapons menu and Rook's just like, grrr. Let's just go with that. What about my orb? The orb is fine. Okay, we'll update them and then I think we're gonna go on our little break. Oh, why is she posing like that? Just showing off. Hi, Air.
I wish you well.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, I realized last night when I was talking to my friend that both my Inquisitor Adar that I have ported onto this and Aster both know Air, even though my Inquisitor didn't train with her, but he still knows her. They were working in the Inquisition for a bit. Air was
Please
there for a
excuse
bit.
me. I have lessons that must be planned.
And I also actually do like that there's no, what's it called? Collision with the companions, because that was an issue I kept having whenever I bounced back to Inquisition for a bit.
Are you out of your minds?
Someone had to act.
They most certainly did not.
Where I kept getting stuck because the companions, like, got me trapped in a corner.
I told you crows to stay out of this.
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place.
Why are you looking at them like that? Oh, I like Evenchi. They're good. I like their character.
Circuses charge admission. We did all that for free.
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the Butcher.
We have other enemies too. The gods are involved, corrupting some Antam, making them monsters.
And the Butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the Butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
I've had about enough. A fellow crow died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
It's my home too.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The Butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And
Treviso will be free.
With or without you, Governor.
Quest complete. A slow poison. The crows were vindicated when the team's investigation confirmed the traitor helped the butcher occupy Treviso. Troublingly, they also discovered that some comic was stolen from the butcher, the thief's identity a mystery. Taya and Viago began planning their next steps against the Antam. Though for Jacobus, their cousin, the occupation's cost is already too high. Level up! What did I pick up? Ooh, we'll look at this first. Of course, they gotta say the catchphrase. It's mostly Viago's catchphrase, but Taya can say it too. She's allowed. The banner of House Jagar Mercantile. Fletcher's house banner has a field of uniform color, but it shimmers with threads from 100 different weavers. The sharpest edges keened by routes well traveled and bonds maintained. Trade is our talent, and coin is our blade. We are House Jagar, and we are the Antivan Crows. We are Antivan Crows, not the Antivan Crows. Hang on, what's this one? On the invasion. Treviso has always been a free port. Even the merchant princes respect this. Their fortunes exist because we trade and work where we will. So of course the first act of the Antam invasion was to blockade our trading ships with their dreadnoughts, when they somehow took out our guard outposts in a single evening. After that, the Antam built fortified camps right inside Treviso, positioned as though they'd already figured out where to choke off resistance, or as though someone drew them a map. The butcher seems capable. Viago's diary! Hang on. He has, irritatingly, a gift for anticipating acts of sabotage, but I want to know what traitor gave the monster in our city before we see him dead. Oh no, I shouldn't be smiling through reading that, but I'm just imagining Rook, like, hiding somewhere, like, clutching Viago's diary, just reading the entries. No, that's so funny. It could have been a logbook, but no, they wrote diary. I'm just gonna scroll over these. Oh, wait. These clear-sounding instruments are made from the seasonal shed of a single lineage of Hala, trade of mutual respect that began when Antiva stood strong with the Dales. Okay. Yeah, chat with the LMAO stealing Viago's diary. So real. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Or maybe just tearing out the page to steal. Yeah, but then if you just steal a page, then he'd know. He'd know something was up. Yeah, I need to get the armor that he has so I can just, like, stand next to him with the matching armor because it's adorable. But anyway, we'll go ahead and pause here for the break. What's the... I might do the story mission with helping the Shadow Dragons in the next half. Maybe. I think that would be good to do because I think we started with that during the birthday stream, so then I can break that up and then do Coffee with the Crows and Nev's hangout thing. Like in the next stream, and I'll do some other stuff here, so that way it's like not all the same stuff all together again. Oh no, with tearing out a page so Viago knows that we stole something from it. It's like, that's what makes it extra funny if it's just a page. Oh, but I'm just like, but we will get us so much trouble. I'm sure to like the outside third party, that would make it funny. I agree. But I'm also just like, oh no. They don't usually stand like this because they're just coming out of cutscenes, so I'm just like, I just want to hang out with them. Anyway. Hi, Lucanus. Look, Balara. How tall is she? Wait, making sure we're on the same level. She's a little shorter than Lucanus. Yeah, anyway. Okay. I paused to listen to the ambient sound. So I guess we're gonna be leaving with the creaky boards during the break. Oh, and you gotta head out? No problem. Thank you for hanging out in the meantime. And I hope you have whatever you're going to goes well. And then we'll go ahead and go on break. And see y'all in a bit. Hello and welcome back. Literally, like, when I went on break, the last person for, the last, Rook Appreciation Week artwork that I did responded. And so now, like, I'm all, like, happy, flustered. I haven't gotten a reply to her yet. But I'm just very excited that everyone seemed to enjoy the stuff that I drew for Rook Appreciation Week. Yeah, if I kind of doubt it, but if anybody's like watching this but doesn't know my social media stuff, I'm on Jade Raven Arts on Instagram, Tumblr, and Blue Sky, so you can see all of the things that I posted on there, because all the artists and also writers and their rooks are very lovely. Definitely check them out, because I did wait, I'm like, who did I draw? Because it was Rin de Riva, Murat de Riva, who is the third day? Actually, did I have a list somewhere? I did Teddy Inglevar, Corey Inglevar, Hector Ladier, Isa Mercar, and Aster de Riva with little cameos with Don and Eddie Inglevar, and the last one I did was Scipio de Riva. It's like, that's all the Rooks names, but I don't have like everybody's usernames on hand since it's all different on different social medias sometimes, but I have links to everybody and all the stuff that I posted as well. Yeah, I'm just like a little giddy right now because it was a really fun time to get to draw for everyone. And like, I wanted to show appreciation for the Rooks, but also for the people behind them. But yeah, alright, now gotta go back to the game. The training of Jacobus to Prodigy. Did I read this before we ended? I don't think we did. I think we just picked it up. Please describe the Antam. Blade to the base of the horn at the ear, or up from behind, between the ribs on the left. That's like what he said. It's like they're weak on the left. Slash back of the ankle to hobble to get targets in range. My family name is the last thing they hear. Please describe the Venatori. I don't care about the Venatori. Poison, I guess. Please describe the rest of the page is obscured by a series of angry scribbles and several horned heads with X's for eyes. Jacobus, knowing the potential target requires more than merely how you would kill them with blood in your own heart. That is not what contracts are. We will begin again, and when you have had time to grieve, I worry that you. Air's instruction is obscured by more scribbles. Regarding the above, no doubt you and Viago have noticed that Jacobus has been gravely affected by losing his cousin. I would ask that, in your roles as Talons, you consider how best to guide him and others who have felt similar losses. He shows immense promise, but left to fester in vengeance, he and the others could soak in the streets in even more needless bloodshed. That is not the goal of my teachings. Air. I forgot to level up in between. Now that I see this. Let's see. Damage to barrier and armor. So that is blast abilities. Strike abilities, add more stagger. Oh, I want this one. Yeah. Oops, I exited too far. I wanted to make sure it was actually... Yeah. What is that attached to? Circle. The covenant we grant. Insight into how the gods manipulate enemies of the Antivan crows. Vellum with lettering sealed into it without pressure, as though the words emerged from the skin. It is directed at the butcher. This boon is yours, bound by blood, the blood of the beast, as our ancestors bound the blood of dragons to themselves. As they claimed the strength of fire, we have been granted the strength of form, of burning muscles and taut veins. Through this, we will become strong again. Through this, we will become more. Carry this strength and join us. Another script is inked below, scrawled by a strong hand. Why do you hesitate before greatness? You should have spread our boon among your soldiers. I offered you a blade to crush your enemies, but you clutch your pen like a scholar. Do you even fight alongside your brothers? The way is old and weak. Your way is old and weak. My Antam will bury yours. The Dragon King. A third, but hastily appended, presumably the butcher. I hate that oafish fool. So the butcher and the Dragon King know each other. Oh, Air is probably going to have some new stuff to say.
Thank you for saving Jacobus. I hope I can help him save himself. He is at a dangerous point in his training. If he is not careful, he risks becoming merely a killer.
How is Jacobus?
Like many who have lost family, he seeks to fill the hole with the blood of others. This hole has no bottom, however. Climbing down is not the way out. I've not said that to him, though. Platitudes are not the comfort he needs or desires.
Have you many students?
I'm watching a number of youth. Some don't know they are students yet.
That sounds strange.
Would you prefer I wait until they decide they want to kill? That point is too late. Not everyone is a Jacobus with the benefit of a rook.
Are you okay, Jacobus?
No. After we lost our families, Dareth and I promised we'd look out for... I hate the Antam so much!
I'm sure Taya will welcome you to stay here in the Diamond.
I don't care. I don't sleep anymore anyway. But thanks for caring.
You should talk to some of the other occupation survivors.
You sound like air. Take time. Feel the loss how you need. I wish I were a full-fledged crow. I'm just trapped here, doing nothing.
Okay, I think it's time to go to Minrathous. Oop, wrong button. Let's stop by the lighthouse and see if anyone wants to chat.
How are you holding up, Rook? I'm here if you need me.
Who else has? Oh yeah, I remember that conversation. I have a little kind of meme redraw comic that I want to do based on this one.
A sharp eye, a quick mind, and luck. That's most of the job.
So, do you think I could become one? An investigator?
It takes a certain amount of focus, too.
Oh, okay, well, maybe not then. I still can't believe it. I'm talking to the Nev Gallus.
And that's sweet, but I don't need the flattery.
Right, just a person I'll try to remember.
Rook, here to join us.
I'm glad to see you're making friends, Balara.
Oh, definitely. Nev's, well, Nev, she's been just so kind.
It turns out Balara knows my work. Or at least the parts that make the papers.
It all sounds so exciting. The things you've done, the people you've helped.
Those are the ones that go well. You don't hear about the rest. Everyone wants a scandal. Or a happy ending.
Or both, like the time you told the Marquis to—
Hold on. I don't think Rook's interested in that story.
You don't need to tell me if you're not comfortable.
It's less that, and more that the story needs the right atmosphere. After dark over bad coffee. Or expensive wine. Take your pick.
Speaking of, what's the situation with cooking exactly? Are we on a rotation or what? I can help out. I'm a pretty good cook, with some things at least. Well, most of the time. Sometimes I get distracted and things burn.
I should go.
There's no official rotation. Everyone just makes extra food when they get hungry.
Do you mostly cook Dalish foods? I haven't had a chance to try many.
Sometimes. Not a lot of options when you're out in the forest. But I've learned a lot of different cooking styles. Antivan, Rivani. Oh, I even learned how to make Tevinter Khachapuri.
Wait, real Khachapuri? The hollowed out bread? 3 kinds of cheese? I love Khachapuri. What about you, Rook? What are you craving?
I keep wanting to try anything really, but also, this sounds delicious.
Cheese and bread were the only words I needed to hear.
You have no idea.
It's good, with the right cheese, which can be hard to find out in the forest.
Well, we'll have to see what we can find you. You should have an assistant, someone to make sure it doesn't burn. See if it tastes right, that sort of thing.
Nev Gallus? Helping me cook?
Again, the flattery.
Right, just a person. Got it.
Great. Now, let's see what we can scrounge up.
Oh, there she is. I think it was just Nev in her room, and then the other two are in the dining hall.
Who do we have here?
It's me! Bye!
Hey, Rook. Looking for something?
Maybe.
You know, we have more comfortable rooms and basically infinite space, so why,
Why does the trained assassin prefer a quiet, unassuming spot with good choke points?
Guess you just answered that question.
Besides, I'm closer to the coffee.
Press X to doubt. Ooh. Nearly written and neatly written grocery list. A list in Lucanus' handwriting. I'm not gonna read all of that. Okay. Skip down. The soft cheese for pairing with fruit, peaches if they're in from Orlais, walnuts if I can find any, and 2 good reds and a bottle of port. New potatoes. Cheese for grating. Maybe I should have just read all of it. It's nice seeing the kitchen come together and no longer the depressing single dining set for Solus. Okay. And Rathus. Nope. Do I want to go through the crossroads? I probably should go through the crossroads. Alright, gotta mark it in a journal. I'm like trying to remember what that quest is. But all that really matters to me right now is that it's gonna hold the, like, it's not gonna jump to certain parts of the story yet after I finish this one. I don't want to progress the main plot quite yet. To that big of a degree anyway. Yeah.
Are you one spirit who moves around, or different spirits who all look the same?
As needed, dweller.
Right.
Places between.
Alright, we've been through here earlier, so I don't need to look around quite so much. I tell myself. Ghost kitty, I mean spirit kitty. Another one.
So Spite doesn't worry you.
Well, a little bit. But Rook trusts you, and so I do too.
What if Rook's wrong about me, though? I am an assassin. A paid killer.
Me too.
Well, no one's paying you to kill me, so I figure I'm probably safe.
True.
None that you're aware of. What is this? Oh, it's down. Where? Who needs stairs when you can climb over boulders? Yes. I was like triple checking because that one time I accidentally dropped Lucanus from my party. Start quest. Docktown.
Minrathus, the heart of Tevinter.
It is.
Somehow the beat of it always pulls me back. Steady pulse of secrets, corruption, you name it. Trust no one. Expect the worst. And you might just get by.
Do the Shadow Dragons know we're here?
Nev Gallus! You only turn up when you want news. Or you've got some.
Tarquin. You look, well,
Appearances can be deceiving.
Sounds like a story.
Just living ungifted in a world made for mages.
There he is.
Rook, meet the Viper.
Can't judge his nickname. We got fun assassin nicknames like the Demon of Virantium.
It's good to meet you. Both of you.
And you.
So why the meeting? Is this about your work with Varric?
Something terrible got loose when we disrupted Solus's ritual. A pair of elven gods.
Gods?
They blighted a village in Arlathan, Demeter's Crossing.
There were venatory whispers about that place. Now we know why.
What's been happening in the city?
Underground sacrifices, dangerous relics flooding the black market. The cults gathering power.
I don't think I know Minrathis well enough to make that joke.
So are the gods. It can't be a coincidence.
The Venatori want one thing. If an ancient power promised them control of Tevinter,
they'd sign the deal in blood. We were tracking a set of red lyrium relics before you got here. Smuggled in recently.
They enhance blood magic and can summon demons far too easily. We destroyed one and tore another off a slaver.
We think the third's right here in Docktown.
Docktown's my home. If it's got problems and I'm here, I can track this faster than anyone in the city.
You'd better. No, I'll help.
Hold on. I'm happy to help.
It's fine. I can catch up with you.
We don't know where the gods are or what they're doing. We're here for help. It's fair I give some in return.
The relics don't play nice with the Veil, and they resonate with each other. We destroyed the lyrium in the last one we found, but it should still track the third.
Give it to me. I'll get it done.
We'll keep eyes on the Venatori. If there's a tie to these elven gods, we'll find it.
Ready for a tour of Docktown? Stick with me.
The relic the Viper gave us responds to the missing one.
And it is. It should pick up places where the missing relic disrupted the Veil. Find a trail of those and we'll get somewhere.
So you live in Docktown?
My whole life. Unless I'm away on a case. Or crashing in the Fade.
Harding said the Archon's palace shot at you
I
last time
forgot he
we were
was here.
And now we're chasing a dangerous relic through the streets.
And people wonder why I never get sleep. Aha! The relic's pulling toward the Temple of Andraste.
Like jump scared by cute guy.
What happened? It's locked down, sir. Keep it under control. Yes, sir.
Locked. We need another way in.
Right. On it.
Looks a little more
We're
than
breaking
locked.
into a chantry?
We broke into a prison. But no. The courtyard's public ground, and we can't lose the trail.
Is this what you do for the Shadow Dragons? When you aren't with us?
I look for things. People, objects, information. People have problems that Templars and Magisters can't help. Or won't. Were got out, I might. It's enough to live on. If it doesn't get me killed.
Inscription at the Wall of Light for those lost to us throughout our glorious history, whether claimed by victory, tragedy, or the ever onward march of time. A light to remember the dead. May they shine in eternum. The memorial wall. Back to business.
bodies in the courtyard.
Stay sharp.
Uh-oh. It's probably fine. Oh. Marcus. I've been delayed at the chantry. The sisters need time to gather the records we requested. I'm sitting on the steps as I write this. Someone just ran through the courtyard and gave me a weird look. I thought they could carry this letter, but I'll find someone else. I wish the sisters would hurry. I'll be very late, but still wait for me at the lamplighter. I'll be there. Sybil.
Killed. Based on the marks, I'd say demons.
Definitely.
Is that Lucana's confirming or confirming on behalf of Spite? Or both? Oh geez, there's a lot of people. To Vinter's shame, like many of you, I defended slavery. It was just how things were, part of a natural order. Some, those with magic, those who ruled, would always be given care of others. To mistreat the enslaved was a mocking of this sacred duty, grounds for the harshest punishments. Cruel slave owners were the problem, not the institution of slavery. I was, quite simply, wrong. There is no defending the practice of owning another person. I am ashamed I ever did, and I will eternally be grateful to those who helped me re-examine my beliefs. I hear you ask, when we tear down the structures that inform our culture, what is left? I challenge you, those of you who profess leadership, who would set yourselves above others, to see past what we have been taught and to forge a path of your own. And if you need foundational principles, then I charge you to choose from these: respect, compassion, understanding, love. Magister Dorian Pavis, from a speech given to the Magisterium. Dorian! Hashtag character growth? There shouldn't be a question mark there. You did have character growth. Excuse me. Oh. Oh no.
Demons! Is this the relic's work?
It's not a coincidence.
Oh no. I was too distracted.
Of course.
Excuse you.
Take the shot.
Down the stairs. Yeah. I was trying to remember what new ability that I had. That's for evasion.
Got him at range. End it now. Stay in cover.
Oh, I missed a shot.
Just say when.
Now.
Nice move, bro.
Thank you. What do y'all have?
Thanks, Adonis.
Oh.
The relic we're chasing, it's unstable.
Where it moves, chaos follows.
This isn't the only market left on the Veil. I can feel it. Find that, and we may get more.
Blood-spattered note. Another complaint. Rumors of something shifty have been seen. Oh my gosh, I can't read. Rumors of someone shifty seen carrying some sort of relic. People are worried it's unstable and it might draw demons. Could be nothing, but we've got too many people on edge. I'm sending you to the temple. Just check it out so we can say we did. I'll meet you after. L. I can't believe L from Death Note is in this game.
If there's family or a friend, I can track them down later. Make sure they know.
Is this what we're after?
Let me take a look.
BRB, let me steal all these offerings. Don't look at me, guys. Don't look at me. Okay.
Got it.
Relic. Courtyard. Back way. What was that?
It's a remnant. An echo from the Fade drawn to magical disruptions. If the relic drew it here, the voice could be a memory of the smuggler. Courtyard's quiet, fewer eyes, so you cut through here, where there's a path to the market. Follow me. Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it. You got it.
Give me a second.
All right. Follow me.
Just a second, Nev. Alright.
You know, I took this job. It's on me. And the Venatori cult's no joke. If anyone wants out...
You get this job on the house.
All right, mage killer. Suit yourself.
Wait, is
The
that?
threads took care of it.
No, I can't go.
You've got to give them that.
They fought a demon, but now what do you want them?
They said it was a paper.
You
Yeah.
think he's acting different?
Yeah, I don't know. With demons loose, everyone's jumping.
The relic was close. Find another remnant and we might learn more.
Oh, okay. Can I talk to the horses?
Working odd jobs is hard. One day you're moving crates, the next you're watching over a pack of donkeys.
Sounds fun.
Up there. Is that another remnant?
That should be no problem.
There's always a way to get places.
Too many people in the city.
You haven't dealt with crowds in a while.
No, and it's a lot of targets for the Venatori.
Paintings, tapestries, floor coverings. Beautify any space.
Is it that much more crowded
The
than
soul
Treviso?
must express itself through works of art.
Hey, any
don't you
news?
think?
Navgalis, are you after the demons?
I'm after a few things. You got anything?
Heard some people talking. I think one was a
Whoops,
Venatori.
sorry.
I didn't get a good look. I took off before they saw me.
Smart move. Stay safe.
I'm trying to compare heights. Is Nev taller than Lucanus?
Anyone strange poking around the market?
You mean more than usual? Actually, maybe. The smuggler who supplies Miro, she's acting weird. Took off, though. Couldn't tell you where.
Got it.
A lot on display. Nice target for thieves.
If a stand's not watched, there's a nasty spell on the most valuable item. And a random one, just for fun.
Ugh, of course.
Were you planning to steal something? In my head, I was thinking, that would have been rougher when Aster was a kid and stealing stuff. But then the Lucanus goes and says that.
Hi. My shot's
Hi.
pretty new, but I've got armor, clothing. Come, take a look.
Oh, you're doing great.
Tell
Sorry,
your
I
friends
don't
about
want
me.
anything though. There's always so many boxes around Docktown to break. Excuse me, excuse me. You can have a coin.
Maseranis.
Demons in the
Alice.
streets tonight. Can you get somewhere safe?
Yeah. I got somewhere. Thanks.
Almost there. Remnants ahead.
Oh gosh, that sounds dangerous. Oh no, I don't like that. It's too high.
You bet.
Handoff. Third bell. Late.
Bells ring when ships go in and out. Could be using them for timing, near the docks. I think our smuggler's on a deadline. The relic's pull agrees. Let's visit the docks.
Hey Nev, can you scoot for a sec so I can compare your height with the Lucanus? There we go. Oh yeah, she is taller than him. I love it. Yeah, she doesn't have... Does she wear heels? Hang on. If she does, they're not very tall. They might be close to the same height. That's just me being like, I still want to draw stuff of them. So I'm like, how do they compare? I need references.
Elevator's locked. Someone forgot to bribe the dockmaster. Still up for a walk? This isn't the only way to the docks.
Food later?
Oh, yes, please.
All right, through here.
I wanted to eavesdrop.
I'm on it.
That.
I'm guessing you know all the shortcuts in Docktown. All its secrets?
No. If someone thinks they know all Docktown secrets, they're either kidding themselves or scamming you.
Do you know most of the secrets? Sorry to whoever's storehouse that is. Alrighty.
They were back asking questions. You know what relics?
Come on, this path will swing back to the docks.
Okie dokie. Uh-oh. Already see that tear.
More demons.
Not for long.
Oh no.
Let's end this. Now's your chance.
Whoops, wait. No, no.
Finish this.
She's still down there?
Under fire. Watch it.
There she is. Aw, man. Didn't get to do the stagger move.
Longer that relic's in Docktown.
These are my neighbors. That relic won't stay in my town.
Where are we going?
This city hasn't changed.
You spent time here?
Before, yes. For a while. Though not in Docktown.
Oh, you got the fancy targets.
I'm very expensive.
What is that? Where does it go? Where does it come from? Where is Cotton Eye Joe? Hi, kitty. No, don't step on the kitty. Pet the kitty. There we go. There he is. Woo! Yeah. I want to compare that. Oh yeah. And it's still lightning damage. Oh, I tried to jump to get onto that awning or whatever it's called. The game is like, nope, you're going down the ladder. So it's a community garden.
Are the supplies? I barely got away, and not without bruises. What did Alex say? Told me to take the night off. Streets aren't safe tonight. You think he's gonna tell the boss? Dunno.
So many people with canes, and I keep thinking about how cool it would have been for Viago to still have his poison cane from Eight Little Talons. But maybe he just keeps it for special occasions.
You're always welcome.
Don't mind me, just stealing your
Home sweet home.
firewood.
Enjoying the tour?
Oop. Oh,
We're
jeez.
getting closer.
Shock branch. Is that for his staff? I mean, I'm not gonna use the staff, but I kind of want to just like equip it. Looks like a. Wait, I wanted to see. Because it looks like a giant, like, fountain pen. It's like using those giant novelty pencils. Oh, I didn't even look at that. Like those giant novelty pencils and markers and stuff. Oh yeah, this is what I had.
I've got this.
Looks like it's real good for stabbing though.
Soon. The buyer. Meeting.
Right, a meeting, but where? The trail's starting to fray.
Oh. Oh.
Wrong
Oh.
turn.
Oh. Oh.
Nice, Benny. Shouldn't it belong to the Venatori?
Not a chance.
Snipers!
Oh, look at that.
I impressed her. Best achievement of the game. Oh, jeez.
Looks like we have company.
Is everyone all right? Nev, you're back in the city.
Templar Rana Savas. Don't say you missed me.
I wasn't going to.
Really? Because I heard there's a relic loose. With red lyrium?
How do you... Never mind. You can't say. You never can.
Rook, meet my friend Rana. At least I think we're friends.
Yes. And Rook, if you're with Nev, I take it I can trust you?
I'd like to think so.
All right. If you have anything on the relic.
I thought Templars worked against mages.
This isn't the South. I work to stop illegal magic, that's all.
You're working the case alone?
Not if you help. There's a rumor the relic trades hands tonight, and Albin Bataris is the buyer.
A Magister's son. Interesting. I should get moving.
Nev?
I get the feeling you two have stories.
And they all start like this.
With me annoying you? Harsh, but fair. Look, you're busy. We just got attacked, which means you won't leave until you're sure no one else is lurking around.
And you won't wait.
What can I say? Work to do.
Where are you going?
For a walk to the spillway.
I'll catch up when I'm done.
If you say so. Our trail is frayed, but the spillway's our best bet. Let's go.
I'll make sure there's no one else here. I'll catch up when I can. I'll catch up when I can.
Can you tell me stories about Nev? Kitty. Thought it was a statue for a sec. Okay, focus.
Rana's not a shadow dragon. So you work with Templars too?
Rana's clean and her information's good. The rest? Only when I have to.
And the spillway?
Rana mentioned Albin Bataris, and she doesn't share rumors unless they're likely. Albin's father oversaw some construction there. If he's visiting this part of town, that narrows the search. A barrier. They don't want people getting near the deal. Find the unshielded crystals and we're through.
That's one down.
Oop.
Must be one left.
You mean that one? Good. Move up.
That's it. We can
I actually
cut through the
hadn't looked at
barrier
it with the lightning damage much yet.
We need to keep moving.
It's
Voices.
neat.
There's someone up ahead.
Albin Bataris, your relic.
Gods rise and power with them, for the glory of Tevinter reborn.
Albin's our buyer, and a Venatori. Sounds like the cult is working for the gods.
You're supposed to wait.
Just
Not
to taste their
surprising.
power.
Said they wanted to target power-hungry people. Oop.
He's using it now? Move! We need to get closer. We can't.
We have a relic buyer.
The Venatori don't need that relic.
You're here to stop me. You can't stop the Venatori. This power
Will what? Impress a risen god.
Ouch.
Control it.
Ouch, ouch.
Shut up!
Ouch. Ouch. Oh no. Bukan has help.
on the
I keep wanting to make like a thanks babe joke, but we haven't even had any romance scenes yet. Oh, there we go. That's what I was trying to keep an eye on.
Now's your chance. We need to close it.
There we go. You have a thing back? Nope. There we go.
The Venatori's power is on the rise, and this part's mine. You'll lie here, Venatori.
I might have questions for him.
Fine.
Only because you asked, man. Go down the hole. There we go.
You won't walk away from here.
More demons! If all of them break loose...
They aren't leaving.
Who are you?
You think I won't walk away from this? Our plans don't...
Nope. What were you saying?
You won't be releasing any more demons.
And you're the smuggler. I know you. You're part of the Thread Crime Syndicate. Smuggling, sure. But Red Lyrium. Working with Venatori. It's not your style.
Here they are.
My son is no cultist. He was completely misled. I appreciate your help, Knight Commander. Let's go.
Nice try. The Venatori rise.
Smack him.
You know he's guilty. How much did it cost the Magister?
Watch it, Gallus, or you'll be charged.
With what? I tie something up and you undo it. Isn't this familiar?
Save the sob story. We got the smuggler. Or do you want Bataris to release her, too?
I'll find a way to fix this.
Damn it.
If we hadn't been there, how many people would be hurt? And Bataris doesn't care.
No.
But you do.
Isn't that the rub?
So what now?
We stopped the demons. We got the relic. And the smuggler. The shadows will watch the cult. If that leads to the gods, they'll send word. It's not perfect, but count your wins. You don't always get them, especially here.
It wasn't a perfect ending, but Docktown was safe. From tonight's demons, anyway.
The color palette in that shot is really cool.
Back to haunt her. She just didn't know it yet.
Uh-oh. I like those little... We've talked about this before, but I do like the mural vignette foreshadowing things. I think they're a lot of fun. Quest complete, the smuggled relic case. Following a Shadow Dragon lead and a tip from her Templar contact, Rana, Nev stopped Venatori, Alb, and Bataris from claiming a dangerous relic, but the involvement of the Thread Crime Syndicate took Nev by surprise. Working with the cult's not their style. What's worse, Bataris' rich father bribed his son out of trouble. Nev wasn't happy, but that's her life in Minrathous. She takes the wins she can get. I got a trinket for Nev.
I should see what Nev has to say.
Just a second, I want to put a trinket in her pocket. Oh, do I have a new thing? A new ring? Sure, I'll take weapon damage. What's this? Invulnerable after potion use. Ooh, and the healing goes up. What do I currently have? Quickened after potion use. Yeah, I'll go with this one. Let's see. Does anyone level up? Nev double level up. Oh, let's not level up her healing. Let's go a couple of those. I'm gonna change this out to the other ice attack. Was it this one? Alrighty. See where everyone is besides Nev. Oh, they're hanging out in the courtyard. Makes it easy. Nope, that's my room. I think it's cool that, hang on.
I'm still weirded out by this fade crap, but this part is kinda cozy.
The infirmary bed is cozy. I like, so that you don't have to go all the way down to the room to double check which one it is that they put the thing that reminds you of the water, like, right up on the steps. So if you forget the exact placement that you're at, you can still be like, oh, I know where I'm at.
Rook, hi. Hey.
Hi.
Stretching the legs?
I'm not trapped underwater anymore. Everything is stretching my legs.
Nev.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori.
Already?
They work fast, and with that relic case off their hands, they'll work even faster. Meet you in Docktown.
Yeah, that's why we help with these tasks, because when we help them, and then they can do more work. Which, saying it like that made it sound like I was being sarcastic, but that's just community aid at work. Help each other, and then we can help each other. Alright, yeah, let's continue with the Shadow Dragon stuff. Boop. Just gonna fast travel there this time. Let's go. I say that as if there was any other choice. Who am I gonna put in my party when I can only select one person?
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Consent is always good.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
We can help. We've recently had to deal with Blight. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
Why is he looking so cute in that scene? Like, excuse me, sir.
Raining again.
I want to know that's because of all magic thing.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The Shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people.
Odd. Anvalanim is the ancient elven word for womb.
Huh. Interesting.
Reach up there for me?
Yes, Lorelei.
Reach up for what? Just reach.
Talk to Lorelei. She's the boss.
I like that outfit. Kind of want it for one of my other characters. I wonder what it's called.
Welcome to the shop.
Oh, Lorelei has
I'm
it too.
Lorelei. Anything you need, just ask.
Me still doing the sell all. Ooh, a new thing for Nev. Seems pretty good. Get that too. Alright, what cosmetics have you got? Ooh, a gift. Cosmetics. I don't want any of these for Aster, no offense. Scrappers obscuring textiles. I mean, I'll probably still buy as many cosmetics as I can, because I just like having them as options.
Found all this myself. Treasure. Don't touch.
Unless you're buying.
Treasure!
You want your own treasure?
Oh, here we go.
The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall. Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop?
Don't mention the shop is nearby. I guess saying it's a shop isn't still keeping it undercover, under wraps.
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Oh, that. I was distracted looking at the painting. Dragon's Decoy. An overly complicated container that radiates magic. A simple attempt to scry within reveals extensive but time-consumingly contradictory rebellion plans. It ends up in Venatori hands, surprisingly and usefully often. Still sad about this and their plans for 5th Dragon Age game. I want to meet you! But, alas. Layoffs. I don't know. But we won't dwell on it.
Got it.
At least not here.
Like the ossuary, but without the view.
Greatly hear its squelching sounds.
Don't like the sound of that.
So many bad sounds down here.
That did it. We can get through now.
I hate tunnels. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats so I can leave this place. Shadow Dragon agents, they're down here with us. Get them. Let them run for
Shadow Dragons, or Shadow Dragon agents and
Shadow Dragon
assassins.
hideout. Even more Venatori? We have to take up the leader. Still blocked. There's another boil somewhere.
Oh yeah. Ow! I thought I was gonna outrun them, but I failed. Wait, where is the other? Oh, they're already out. Okay. Hang on, hang on, hang on.
Stay in cover!
Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
I know, and that worries me. At least that seems to be the last of them.
It should be safe for the Shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
New ring. Double hat. Just like in Team Fortress 2. Oh, that's the exit. Wanna look? Places. There we go. Any treasure. Manchester's bargain. I gotta look at some of the items. I don't think I've checked in on some of the selection in a while. Nope, not skills. Duration ability, quicken duration, projectile ability. Okay, picked up another ring. What was it? Bleeding damage. Do I have bleeding attacks? I don't know. I'll look more into it later. Alrighty. Memento. Pall of the Unknown Magister. A sealed pall? I don't know why I got so confused on pronunciation for a sec. Crafted to contain a specific powerful Venatori Magister. The Shadow Dragon haven't revealed or perhaps decided on the Magister, and so all are afraid instead of one.
There it is. The hidden entrance back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door. Good that you're still standing. Best let Asher know.
Excuse me.
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
No, well, they got their own little kitchen. Probably good that I don't have to leave in there if they're in hiding. The big kitchen. Just a second, Asher. Alright.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
The Venatori could have magic that protects them, or worse, they could be allied somehow.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
We got this.
It's tomorrow.
Oh, they booted me
The
out.
Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the
Don't
leader
say
of the
his
Shadow
name
Dragons?
out loud.
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in Tevinter.
So the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Hurry up, Lucanus. Get in the elevator.
Venatori, we're close.
Ouchie. That's where my guts are.
More Venatori. Guards, probably.
Oh! Came in so fast. Help me! Oops, there we go. Ouch! Oh no! Don't have enough mana. Well, that one's almost, yeah. Oh, I was trying to get that ranged attack. Didn't work. Ouch.
Now's your chance.
You guys got that guy? Oh, there's two kitties there. I only noticed the one before.
Targets ahead.
Oh. I can't see what's happening.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out.
Great. Throw a potion up at me.
On it.
Nice shot.
Lots of Venatori. We must be close. That... Right. Here's our way in.
Level up. Excuse me. 2 skill points. I'm gonna get this one. Alright, which one do I want next? Critical damage or stagger from abilities? Already made my choice. Then this one's the next one. Easy peasy. Ooh. Heck yeah. I've been wanting... no, I'm not going to talk about that yet. It's another art-related thing.
I know a Venatori ritual when I hear one, and I know they hate being interrupted.
Have you had fun with interrupting their rituals before?
They're summoning Darkspawn.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it out.
What am I doing?
Darkspawn.
Got us at range. Watch it.
Just a sec. What abilities do you have? High stagger, barrier. Let's do that. And then we'll do that.
Why would anyone even want Darkspawn?
Because it's fun.
End this.
There you go.
That's all of the Darkspawn and Venatori.
Just for you.
Let's search the place
Wink.
and figure out what they were doing.
That's the kind of flirt line I don't like. A warning, shadow dragons are watching us. Do not let them get close. The exact location of their hideout is unknown, but they use the catacombs. Send Darkspawn to root them out.
This explains the darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the shadow dragons are. Exactly.
Venatori Missive. Knight Commander Linos. We are blessed indeed to have such a loyal friend in you. Continue to serve us, and you will be richly rewarded, for the glory of Tevinter Reborn.
This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Lenos, I mean.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps?
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
Everyone's just posing while standing there. Another thing. Oh, here we go. Ritual instructions. Elkarnan has blessed us with ancient knowledge. The relic lets us control Darkspawn through their blighted blood. Use it to destroy our enemies in his name. Instructions follow for a magical ritual to draw on the relic's power. Amen.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn.
Rook, everything all right in there? Rook, I thought I'd see if you needed help.
Peekaboo. Hello.
Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
Oh, I wanted to pick up whatever that was on the ground. Ooh, now that they're standing next to each other, I can bump Tarquin into them. Now kiss. Oh, excuse me, Lucanus. The oh, he wants to get on there.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elgarnon and Gillinane, like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
Is there something I can do? The risen gods are my responsibility too.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Meveris.
The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
She's too cool for that.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rook.
There's trouble in Minrathous, Venatori and risen gods. Rook's helping us with it. Mevaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mevaris Talani, formerly Magister Mevaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formerly?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan? Why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we can actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
Just catching the Subtitles for Maveris talking about fish. Quest complete. Shadows of Minrathous. The Venatori serve the risen gods, who have given the cult his magic that grants them control over Darkspawn. The cult's influence and power spreads, which means trouble for Minrathous and the world beyond.
Wait, don't tell me. I'm better off not knowing.
Level up!
Spotted any more Darkspawn?
Not close to the shop, but we're keeping alert. We haven't seen the end of them. Greetings, Rook.
How did you join the Shadow Dragons?
Helped make the Templars look the other way when there was a slave rebellion going down. Turned out that the Viper was helping. He brought me on.
Tarquin?
Gallus.
Rex. Shepard. Okay. May.
That Venatori stunt with the Darkspawn has me dreading what's to come.
You and me both.
Rook. As always, I'm here if you need me.
Oh, that's reinforced. I don't want to try to break through that. That's where the... yeah, that's where the mirror is. Oh, that's just a puppy. That's a little puppy dog.
They're telling us to watch out for the Darkspawn.
Candlehop study. Do I remember a time when candlehops didn't run messages through the city? Such remarkable magical constructs. They seem to have no particular allegiance to the palace, and absolutely none to the Venatori. In fact, they appear to actively avoid the cult. I even saw one burn their pamphlets. Where do they come from? And is it just me, or have there been more candlehops around lately?
But what if the Darkspawn come back?
I'll stand in the doorway and let you escape.
Really?
Oh.
If believing that makes you feel safer, sure. I heard about the warehouse. Darkspawn, huh? Those damned Venatori. See you again.
Alright, I think I want to go ahead and go to the Cobbled Swan and have that meeting.
You know the antiquarian? His urchins come here for treasure.
And then we can
Pays
wrap
well.
wrap up the stream after that. Wait, what is that?
Don't touch the treasure.
Book. Cheater's deck. Cards for playing Wicked Greats includes specially marked cards. It was not a book.
Sorry, do I know you?
So many puppy dogs.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathous, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable.
Touché.
Company, get ready.
Oh. He said the thing. Oh jeez. What's with the timing on these attacks, dude? Oh my gosh. There we go. I couldn't also use that. Jeez. I'm doing terribly this stream.
End this!
Rook takes credit there.
jeez. That was more than I thought there was. Yes, we're going down here. I was like, where am I? Right. Coupled Swan.
Did the Magisterium explain why the Archon's palace rained fire on the city?
Wasn't it a mistake? You know how finicky those magical defense systems can be.
It's just so sad. So many people were hurt.
I'm sure they're fine.
That's quite something to be a little finicky.
I am Jowen Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. I looked into you, an upstart assassin whose grandstanding against the Antam attracted too much attention. Sounds brazen, even for an Antivan crow.
What's that supposed to mean?
Do you know what the Antam do to prisoners? Those people needed saving, and I didn't have time to ask for permission.
So I'm interested in hearing how an Antivan killer for hire unleashed the Blight.
We've been tracking a mage named Solus. He's actually several thousand years old. In Elven mythology, he's known as Fen Harel, the Dreadwolf, god of lies.
That is a number of titles.
Well, Fen Harel is Elven for Dreadwolf, so that only counts as one. But yes, you're not wrong. Anyway, he wanted to tear down the Veil and restore the ancient Elven Empire. We stopped his ritual.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
You best start believing in fairy tales. You're in one.
Right, but it all ties together. See, when we disrupted the ritual, Solus got trapped in the Fade. But two of the Elven gods got out. Elgernon and Gillenane, we think. And they're blighted.
Why would Elven gods be blighted?
The ancient Elven gods used the Blight. That's why Solus imprisoned them. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
No, please, you can't do that.
I assure you, I can.
I don't know how much time we have. The gods are doing something with the Blight. We need to stop them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941 Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Oh, snap.
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions.
Ooh.
I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens over this?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
Yay, thank you, Dorian.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
That was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon. Who should I be thanking for the assist?
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Maevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Maevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen.
Maevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons.
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
I think we made an enemy of the First Warden today. Well, more you than me. He just thinks I'm a dangerous idiot.
Ha! Enemy? I've ignored greater men. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
Every Warden's journey. Not going to read the whole thing, but it talks about the joining, how rarely it is for, or how not everyone survives it, and the calling. Got some stuff for the Elven. There we go. Just one. Alrighty. Magical cooking. Is this a Balara thing? Yes. On the back of a recipe card in Balara's handwriting. No obvious fuel source for the stove. Oven uses wood, which makes sense. But how does the stove work? Faint traces of magic when we cook. Balefire? How would that even work? Theory. Stove is drawing from the ambient magical energy and converting it into heat. Is this a constant process? What happens to the excess? Magic. Finite resource? Could we ever actually run out of it? Fate is incalculably vast. But it has to have an edge, right? Ask Nev to try same meal cooked on stove, magic, and on my portable camp stove, wood. Blind taste test suggests no difference in flavor. Surprising. Further experiments necessary. Balara. Shadow Dragons. Detective turns shadow. An old, unsigned letter haphazardly filed with handwriting samples annotated by Nev. The different letters are underlined. Nev Gallus, slight slant into penmanship, narrow loops. I know you know who I am. Parentheses. I know you're a few people. And another I didn't know about. Check. I suspect you know who I work with. Parentheses. Smooth connectors. Good ink. But can't fully hide the flourish. Expensive schooling. Time and place will follow. You'll know them when you see them. If you're interested, we could use someone like you. Parentheses. Is this where I bring the light? Interesting. Memento for a fool in his skull. Not gonna read that one. I'll leave that for pausing. I think I cleared everything. Ooh, another one closer to another ability. What's the cost for that too? I know this one's a free one, but it has to recharge on its own. This one's also 2. This one's the one I started with. When do I get to unlock another ultimate? Is that in the this? Yeah. Ooh. I'm excited to get that. Oh no, and then I have this, and then I'm gonna have to choose an ability. This one's a fun one for knocking people off the edges of things. It also combos with one of Lucanus's moves, which is fun. Alright. But I guess we did start a little late, but we're
need to talk to
ending a
Varric.
little late. Oh, now we can talk to Varric on the next stream. So, yeah, so we're gonna wrap up here. Yeah, thank you all for hanging out. It's been fun getting to dip back into Veilguard. Because I still really love this game. But I'm excited we're gonna like reach past where we left off on like the one-off stream that we did of this. But for now, we'll wrap up here. Thank you all for hanging out, and I will see y'all next time. Bye bye.